Hey, what's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. My name is JJ. Okay, this is something maybe new. I hadn't seen it before. I've seen the Jack Daniels, so they used to just mix it with cola. And then at some point down the line, they struck a deal with Coca-Cola to make Jack and Cokes. But this is my first time seeing the zero sugar one, and that kind of piqued my interest. This was $12.99 at the liquor store. I just bought it from today. It is 7% alcohol. It is Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey mixed with Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, a premium cocktail. Jack Daniel's and Coca-Cola remind you to drink responsibly is what it says here on the box. Interestingly enough, if you look at the packaging for just the Jack Daniel's with Coca-Cola or Cola, the non-branded one, it doesn't tell you the calories. But if you look at this one, it does tell you the calories on here. It says 140 calories per 12-ounce serving. 0 carbs, 0 protein, 0 fat. So this is a zero-carb drink if you're looking for one. A 7% with 140 calories, that's not bad. But keep in mind this has Ace K and sucralose in it. And no caffeine. That's what I find interesting is obviously you can't sell caffeinated alcohol beverages, but then I was reading more into it, and if it appears naturally in like tea or coffee, you can, but they add the caffeine to Coca-Cola, so no caffeine in these. Let's try it. So on the calorie side of things, I'm guessing if there's 150-ish calories in a can of Coke, you would add 150 to this, and it'd be about 290 in the Jack Daniels with regular Coca-Cola. But again, this is the zero sugar one, which is what I tend to drink. And definitely if I'm making like a Jack and Coke at home, which I used to do, if I'm going to do it now, I'm going to mix it with something like bourbon, like Heaven Hill, or I've been buying Ancient Age recently because that's pretty cheap and pretty good. But I would mix it with a bourbon as opposed to Jack Daniels. But that's besides the point. A Jack and Coke, always a classic cocktail to get. We'll see if this pre-made one at the hefty price of $12.99 for 4 cans is worth it. And as I was saying, I typically mix with the zero sugar. It smells like a Jack and Coke. Let's try it out. And this is made, again, with actual whiskey. Yes, it's not one of those malt liquor. We've tried one. We've tried a Jack Daniels with like the malt in it and not actual whiskey. So we'll see how this one compares to that. I don't know what I was expecting. It's a Jack and Coke. It's a Jack and Coke Zero Sugar. It's fine. It's actually really good. It's if you're looking for consistency, that might be one reason you would want to get these. For consistency and convenience sake are really the only 2 reasons I can think of. You can get a pretty good bourbon. Cheap beer for you to drink. I like the cheap stuff. You can get the Heaven Hill for for about that price, and then just bring your own Coke, and you can make a bunch of them. But you'd have to make some yourself, and then it doesn't come in its own can. You can't just throw it in the fridge and crack it open and get a perfect whiskey and Coke every time. So for convenience sake, this makes sense. But I don't see myself ever buying this again, even though it's really good. But it's so much. $12.99 for 4 cans. 7% alcohol, that's pretty good. It's really good. Obviously, it is a Jack and Coke, and if you like that combination, that's exactly what it tastes like, because that is exactly what it is. It's a lot better than the Jack and Cola of years past, where they didn't actually use whiskey. But if you want to pay the premium price for that cocktail with the Coca-Cola branding, it is good. But I got it just out of curiosity's sake to see if it would be good. This isn't something I would probably get again, because I would just rather make it myself, and then I would have cans of Coke if I just wanted Coke without the Jack in it. But sometimes you want a little Jack in your Coke. Again, pretty cool looking cans too. These are pretty neat. This is something, I don't know, if I was at like a concert or something, this is something I'd pick up. I used to go to, is it Louder Than Life? The one in, was that the one? Yeah, it's the one in Louisville where they do, they have the Jack Daniels big setup out there, and you can try all kinds of different whiskeys and bourbons and stuff. That was cool. They had like a Jack Daniels experience. You can go in the truck and check it out, and you could get cocktails and stuff there. And they were about $12.99 for one. So I guess at home getting 4 for that price is a good deal, but an even better deal if you would make it yourself. And like I said, I would rather use some different bourbons than Jack Daniels, but hey, this is pretty good. If you've tried these, you've tried the regular Coke one, not the zero sugar, let me know your thoughts on them. If you think this is a good deal, let me know your thoughts. I don't know. I was looking for a video to do because I didn't do one last week. I was too busy cleaning up the studio. Not that it looks any different. The camera placement, you'll see, is different. I need to get more lights again, but I cleaned my whole office. It was a mess in here, and I kept this part kind of straightened up so you couldn't see it, but it was impossible for me to do any work down here because it was a mess. And now it's not. It looks really nice. And I got a cool little setup here. I'm digging it. But again, I could probably use a couple more lights because I got rid of some old lamps that were falling apart that I had. But yeah, a little behind the scenes info. Sorry I didn't do a video last week, but it was a mess down here. So cheap beer for you to drink. If you see any new products out there, let me know because I have not seen anything new. I don't think this is super new, but I hadn't, again, seen the zero sugar one, so I was interested to try it. Yeah, leave your comments down below, your request if you got any. For how much I like a good Jack and Coke. All right, cheap beer for you to drink. Thanks for watching. This needs some ice in it. That'd be perfect.